Gotta remember. Um, so I mean, that's the madhabs are there for that. That is a benefit of having the madhabs is it gives you like a framework, or as Amr said, like a study guide or a cheat sheet to, for the layman to understand what to do and what not to do. However, madhabs or school of thought is something that does not come from the Quran and Sunnah. It's something that we developed over time to make religion easier for us, for the layman. Um, you got to remember, so like even though you said like you had Rasulullah Sallallahu for the Sahabas and you had themselves, but there's like the closest ones to being to the Sahabas, which they're not Sahabas, is Imam Hanafi and Imam Malik. It is said that they actually were around some of the older Sahabas, so they're either tabi'ins or tabi'ins, but these Muslims functioned for decades or hundreds of years without actually having a madhab or a school of thought, and there was dozens and dozens of school of thoughts, or as we call them now, madhabs. Hassan Basri had his own madhab that died out, and the only reason why these madhabs exist now is because certain governments adopted them, and they actually, you know, survived to this time. So it's not about like jumping around. Like you said, if you look inside the madhabs, the scholars of each madhab, all the madhab really means is they follow a certain methodology. They follow a methodology of Imam Abu Hanifa. They follow the methodology of, Imam Shafi'i or Imam Malik or Imam Ahmed Hanbali, right? They follow the methodology because you look like you could read different scholarly books from Hanafi scholars, and you'll see that they actually differ on different things. They'll take a Shafi position or a position that aligns with a different madhab. Imam Abu Hanifa, the ones that's actually more credited to, starting the madhab is actually his students. And you'll see that they actually differ from the positions of Imam Abu Hanifa. All right. And you'll see the same thing in every madhab, that scholars have different opinions on different things, but for the most part, they kind of agree on like a lot of the basic stuff. But it's just there for us to help us be Muslims. Um, so like jumping around from opinion to opinion, it depends on what your intent is. Like if someone's just going around trying to do things and just make things easy to that, Allah will best judge them on their intent, but they are actually correct. I can make salat like a Hanafi. I can eat food according to Hanbali. I can do Eid prayer like a Shafi, and then I can make witr like a Maliki. All those positions are correct because they're based in the Quran and the Sunnah, right? And then you'll have other scholars, that actually will have opinions that are different than the four madhabs, but it's safe to stay within the four madhabs. Well, like, it is there, but, anybody, usually it's, you have these people that are anti-Saudi, anti-Salafi that have this position of like, you only can follow one madhab. For the layman that doesn't have the ability or the time or the concern to actually look into evidence, yeah, just stick with one madhab. It's nice and easy for you. But even if you fall out of it, as long as whatever you're following is approved by the Quran and the Sunnah, you are still okay.